Here are the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineups. Go across your screen as we are about ready to start. UTEP in this tournament is 0-2, and Hawaii a big 1-0. Underway. Forster hits it off of Herrera, and it's 1-0 Rainbow Wahine.
Right away, Uiato goes to her bread and butter, the middles. What a night they had last night against #1 ranked Texas.
Uiato to serve. Overpass. Forster, good save there by Jones. Ball hit over, no, not quite hit over, right there. And making the block was Taylor.
Nikki Taylor, what a force on the outside. What a difference she made last night with her size at the net against a very large Texas team.
2-0 Hawaii in the first set. Uiato continues to serve. Little touch that floated over the front row and down. That's the first point for UTEP. Serving for UTEP is Malia Patterson out of Punahou, 5'8" senior.
Smart little side set by Malia Patterson that time to catch Hawaii off guard.
Patterson slaps it over. Ball is hit by, the ball is hit by Taylor. Emily Hartong gets her first point.
Well, Hartong came up big last night, and she's always off to a good start tonight, but she did not like her hitting percentage last night. She had 8 errors, unusual for her. She hit 238 on the night, not like her to hit quite that low. She's usually the high 200s at least.
Hartong serving. That ball comes over through the block and out. And it is Zitlali Herrera. She is all conference. And she does everything. I mean, she's in the front row, she's in the back row.
She passes. Unusual. You rarely see a middle blocker who passes in the back row.
Uiato. That ball hit over by Manu Olebao. So it is 4-2 in the very early going. Serving will be Ale Longo. What a match he had last night. That ball is hit by Nix into the Hawaii block and out. That's a point for UTEP.
Taylor, next great story on her. Coach Watts told me that she's a hunter. Is her hobby. She's really mad that she's not back hunting elk right now. Elk season just started.
That serve was too long by Herrera. So Lele Pali comes in. Courtney Lele Pali. Adolfo is in the front row, along with Manu Olebao and Uiato. Ball pushed over, saved by Manu Olebao, and there is Hartong.
Uiato did not have anybody to set because all the front row attackers were on the ground trying to get the dig. Nobody ready there, so she goes to the back row, and Hartong delivers.
Hawaii leading 6-3. Lele Pali will serve. That ball off the double block, overpass, and that's hit down by Nix. Point for UTEP.
Dave showed you about the bench saying, Uiato, you go get that ball. You were the closest one. Rather than have 2 other people dive for it, we would like to have seen Mita make that dig.
Naomi Whitehair, who did not play in the matches previous to this one, serving. That ball hit down by Adolfo. It is long. So UTEP comes back, and they trail by only 1. Whitehair serving. There's Hartong. Good one-handed dig that time by Whitehair. Ball is hit into the net, however, by Herrera. So that's a point for Hawaii. They lead 7-5. Serving will be Manu Volleyball. Scramble, getting the ball over is Valencia. Hartung, Valencias with the serve. Ball pushed over by Morris. Hartung. Dug up in the back row by Herrera. Nix gets it over. Ball rat-a-tats around. Hawaii saves it. Hartung spinning it over. That ball is again dug up. Dug up by Longo. Rally continues. That ball is hit down the line, and let's see. That goes out.
Good rally by both teams. Some good digging on both sides of the net. Great defense.
Nix unable to get it inside the line. Hawaii leading by 3, 8-5. Manu Olivao will serve. Hawaii scrambling for it. Longo gets it over. Advantage UTEP. Patterson, that ball is hit right into the Hawaii block by Herrera.
Well, Hawaii knows that Sitlali is their key player. She's played on the Mexican national team on at least 3 different occasions internationally. So they're going to get 2 blockers up on her almost every time.
Hawaii leading 9-5. Manu Olivao puts it into the net. So it is 9-6. Hawaii leading by 3 in the first set. Serving will be Valencia. Valencia is one of those very tough players. Big toss, gets it in. The ball dug up by Longo. Outside, Hartung. That's blocked. Ball goes over the net. And let's see, a lift is called. So that's a point for Hawaii. Or is it? No, that's a point for UTEP. A lift called on Hawaii. Denise Hansen is the official. She is up in this game with Jesse Rodriguez on the floor. Uiato, step out. Adolfo.
Boy, Adolfo's gotten so good at that step out move. Better footwork, quicker arm swing. She's asking, I think, for faster sets to the outside so she can beat those blockers.
Kayla Kawamura has come in out of Hawaii Baptist Academy. 5'4". Serving. Knuckleballs it over. Outside it goes. That ball is hit cross court.
Good shot by Talia Jones. All-state high school player out of Arizona. Jones struggled on night number 1 against San Diego, hit 9 kills, 9 errors. This morning had a better match against Texas. 10 kills, the only player to get double digits for UTEP.
Dave Shoji looking on, of course. Hartung. Patterson. That ball is hit over. Hawaii scrambles for it. They give it to Hartung again. Cross court. Nobody in the corner. And that's a point.
You may be able to stop Hartung once. Rarely will you stop her twice in the same rally. She's just too savvy, too strong, sees the block too well, and she brings a lot of heat.
Uiato to serve. Hawaii leading 11-8. Uiato serves it down the middle. Step out. Good save by Olivao. The ball hit back. Taylor.
I'll tell you one thing that impresses me about Taylor is she's pretty good about making sure that she finds the court with the ball. She doesn't try any fancy shots. They're going to be cutting the line too closely or doing anything fancy. She's just really steady in her shot selection.
Uiato serves again. Valencia pops it up. And that ball is hit over by Herrera.
What a set from Patterson. That was pretty gutsy. Set it from like the 10-foot line and fired it to Sitlali. Boy, she's talented. She can hit even a difficult set like that.
Acevedo will serve now for UTEP. 9 serving 12. Hartung, Uiato, and Taylor. Taylor hitting it down the line.
Ricky Taylor's older brother, Josh, plays at Pepperdine. Quite a player in his own right in the MPSF.
So Hartung now will serve. Hartung, one of the best hitters in the country. The ball hit over. There's Uiato. Manuelu Olivao saves it. Down the middle. Hartung. Valencia with the save. Comes over. There's Longo. And Forster from the setter of Hawaii, Uiato. 14-9, Hawaii leading.
In transition, Hawaii's better this year than I think they were last year at the same time. They're more advanced, setting a quicker offense and really setting the middle more often.
Hartung serves into the net. Service error. So it's 14-10. UTEP trying to stay close. Serving will be Jones. Kalia Jones out of Gold Canyon, Arizona. She is a sophomore. She had 9 kills against San Diego. Hartung. Nix gets it over. Nobody in the middle for Hawaii. That's a point, and that does not make Dave Shoji happy.
And I'll tell you why, because if Hawaii had an Achilles heel last night against Texas, it was on shots like that, the tip shots, that they were not getting enough. They weren't reading the hitter well.
Jones serves long, point for Hawaii. They lead it 15-11. So we'll take a break. Hawaii leads in the first set. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match.
Well, for UTEP, I think they've got to go for broke. They've got to serve tough, take chances, swing hard. What's to lose against a team like Hawaii that just beat the #1 team in the country? And for Hawaii, pretty obvious. Avoid the letdown.